Welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Medias. Today, we are going to be talking about Vince McMahon and all the crap that he's been going through, and it's just a doozy. And on top of that, Nicki Minaj is going through a little beef with Houston's own Megan Thee Stallion. So we're going to talk about that and a lot more here on a Thursday with Talking Through the Medias. I'm your host, Chris Fagan. Welcome to another episode on a Mother Effing Thursday. If you guys are watching this live, and I thank you for watching us live, don't forget, hit the like button because, you know, I am very insecure. Guys, this whole thing that we're going to get into real quick is a doozies. But before I get into that, let me introduce, I'm going to get to a little personal story first, but let me get into introducing the rest of the panel. Joining me tonight on a Thursday is Tabatha Hamilton. How you doing?
That's me.
Or is it Tabatha Hamilton Jordan?
It's technically Hamilton Jordan.
Hamilton Jordan.
I go by Jordan now. The
There
Hamilton part's just to be the same as the kids, really.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. And voila, Fagan. That's her proper name. Voila, Fagan. Yes.
Well, you didn't fix the lower third on her.
You did. So I'm also tabbed.
Yeah, I'm now here twice. It's usually,
She was looking right at it the whole time, like, yeah. I was trying to be all slick with it, and he was like, yeah, there's voila right there. There you go, babe.
Voila.
Sorry, did I fix it? There it goes.
Yeah.
Joy Fagan. There you go. Scrub hats and more. The more I'm gonna ask for a little bit later. What do you think? Oh shit! I'm messing up the lower third. Like it's moving on its own now. See, look at that. I can't. It won't stop.
It won't stop.
It's
Can't
gonna go over
stop.
the screen.
There it goes. There it goes. And then it's gonna just go back down. Like, look at that. Like I'm waiting for it to respond to me because it's messing up the whole damn program. So I'm gonna talk into my soothing voice.
No, it's not soothing.
It's agitated, isn't it?
No, it's just creepy.
What?
It's like it's a little creepy, man.
My what is it called? NPR? What is it?
No, you do a better one that's not creepy. You get almost.
I was a little congested.
Okay.
Is that better?
It's a little better, yeah.
That's a little better.
Yeah, you got to not make the face though when you say it, because that just turns it into creepy.
The face.
Yeah.
The lower third is fucking up again. There we go. What is the face? What are you talking about here?
Like whenever you do your whisper voice, like just less breathiness while you make the direct eye contact to the camera.
Now tabs me.
Oh, Nate. Oh, now there's two Joys.
Oh, that's the problem. It's linked.
Yeah. It's all good. Let's get to the show, man. I'll be Joy for today.
I know what to do. I'll fix it. I can fix it.
I
But I know what to do later. All right, guys. We're gonna get into some topics. Like I said, our main topic tonight is the whole thing that's going on with Vince McMahon, which is a show. That's a nice way of putting it. The whole situation with like being harassed at work, and that's stating it like lightly, like it's like beyond harassment. I mean, this dude is being accused of and before we get into it, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. There has not been a conviction.
Allegedly.
Everything is alleged.
Allegedly.
But it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good at all.
So as far as like things that happen at work, I met Vince McMahon. I was thinking about bringing up pictures of that. When I worked overseas for the military, I met Vince McMahon, and it was a good. It was like a tribute to the troop situation, and it's ironic. That's also where I would have my own personal harassment story when I was working overseas. Was it by Vince McMahon? No. But I'll get into that story a little bit later when we get into that. Like, so stick around, stay tuned, and if you have and all the other topics that we're going to talk about, if you want to share anything in the comments, let us know. So let's get right into it because I did promise a tight 30. I promised that actually I said this probably won't be a tight 30, but if you have to leave, if we're running too long, you just let me know.
It's just going to affect your facial effects that you want afterwards.
I will mug all night long.
It's never a tight 30.
It
hasn't been once.
It has after I edit it. and
The only time it's a tight 30 is when it's like you by yourself.
Yes,
Or
because you don't have people arguing with you.
yeah, that's the problem. I love arguing. Yes.
It's really what it's amount to.
Don't we look so professional with our headsets though? Do you not like the headsets? You want us to not use it? Doesn't matter.
It feels unnecessary, but
I think it makes us look very professional.
I'm not shooting to look professional. Obviously, that was stated in a lot of the comments previously.
Yeah. What kind of a blue-haired woman owns a business?
Oh, I don't even.
What was that about?
I don't even think I got called a woman. I think I got called a thing.
Yeah. What kind of who the hell? What kind of respectable person has runs their own business? You don't run. You should be at Walmart. What the fuck was that comment?
Yeah, I don't got anything against Walmart employees. Make your money. They pay you.
She could buy her own Walmart franchise.
I cannot. Absolutely not. I don't make that kind of money.
You could open your own Walmart location.
No, not
you
at
could
all.
manage a Walmart.
I could manage.
I can
but
shop in Walmart.
I will say I don't shop at Walmart, but that's because I have personal beef with them.
Chris loves Walmart.
The savings never fucking stop.
See, that's why I don't shop there, because the savings stopped and they went against their policies that they advertised that is Walmart.
It went up 1 cent and she was like,
no,
fuck.
they used to. You could sell them. Hey, Kroger has.
They price match.
Yes. Oh yeah. That was before. That was pre-pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-pandemic, long time ago.
They stopped that. They had a real good program back in the day.
Yeah, they would price match, and they advertised heavily that they price matched.
I mean, but nothing's guaranteed. Well, what about the years before it even existed?
But they advertised that they price matched. They had a policy that they advertised, and they picked this one store in this one city that advertised in the newspaper that they had these things for this price, and as long as they had an advertisement for the exact same thing, you were supposed to be able to bring in that advertisement and they would price match. That is how their policy was displayed, and for years worked.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and then they said, "Oh, we're not going to price match that one."
Yeah,
they just said that one thing. I go, "How can you pick and choose your policy like that? You say that you advertise all price match."
You know what that reminds me of? It's like, how could you just not care? And the other guy's like this.
Yeah. So I go, all right. I left my cart because I don't shop typically at Walmart. I was a Target girl back then. And
there's a bunch of people like boycotting Target now too because they went woke.
Yeah, well, anyway. I am. If you live by your word, that you advertise by your word, be open when you advertise. You're going to be open. Do what you say you're going to do as a company, and as you advertise, I got no problems. Okay. But when you strictly go, well, we're just not going to do that one because we think that that's too cheap. That's not okay in my book.
Question. Where in the description of this policy that it said that this will last forever?
It wasn't. They were doing it for everything else. They picked one item. Where did they? It never said it had to last forever. Exactly. They were still doing it afterwards.
Yeah, they didn't get rid of it. They
didn't get rid of it. They just said not to that thing, that one thing that they advertised that they were still doing it.
Okay, one rule: loud isn't allowed.
Oh, I was gonna get loud.
You're at like a 9. I'm gonna need you to bring it to a 6.
Oh no! I was at a 4. You're even close to halfway.
I fuss at him because I'll send him like I'm cooking and I'll be like, you should run to HEB and get me some milk.
Yeah. Fuck that! It's at Walmart.
And then he goes all the way down to Walmart and
love me some
HEB.
You want to? I'm telling myself. Like, you want to know? You guys in the chat. You want to know why I do that? You want to know why I do that? Because hours before Joy even asked me to go do anything at Walmart, I'm already thinking about some shit that I wanted to buy anyway. So she's like, go to HEB and buy this. Like, no, fuck that. I'm going to Walmart because it's probably there anyway and I got to get the other thing. I'm already thinking about some other shit that I needed to buy anyway. I'm a very selfish person.
I wish we had an HEB closer to us. I have it was a smaller grocery store that's like right in front of my neighborhood, but they were family owned and they kind of got bought out. They just got bought out. I don't know if the people who bought them aren't like small family business or if it's a bigger business. Genuinely don't know. Yeah. But, I was okay supporting it before because it was a family owned industry. And so everything was so much more expensive than going to a, Target, HEB, Walmart. But I was like, you know what? That's fine. It's family owned. I'll pay the little bit extra to have family owned, support a family owned business. Yeah. But now I'm like, if they've increased the prices even more, it feels like, and It's like not better quality, and I genuinely don't know if this is just another major corporation that bought them out or if it's another family-owned business. So
yeah,
kind of one of those situations.
Yeah, this show is partially sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I know we got so much Lord's chicken going on right now.
Chick-fil-A, come for the recipe, stay for the Lord.
You could always say you're coming for the Lord.
Coming for the Lord. I'm only coming for the Lord. The owner like, no, we don't like that. Well, no. Like,
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Yeah.
All right, guys, but yeah, like I said, we got some topics we want to get into. Even though I think it's the headset. We have a more relaxed podcast tone going on right now.
No, you do because you're forcing it.
I am.
You already told me to hush.
I'm forcing it. No lube. No lube. Yeah, you're at a 7. I need you to go down to a 2.
Can you stop telling me what to do and focus on you and getting through these topics?
You haven't even started.
You haven't even started, man.
It's so hard to care when I'm looking deep into my wife's lovely eyes. It's just, she's so adorable. Baby, I love you so much. You're my everything.
I feel very like I'm in the wrong
I want to take
spot.
you on this table right now.
Oh my God. Mom and Dad need to stop being NC-17 again.
No.
There's some things that I would like to do.
Oh my God. And I have headphones
that would
on.
get
It
us
feels very forced.
demonetized.
Oh my God. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
If you guys want to hear what I would do to Joy,
you can pay extra for that.
Send a super chat and let the chat bot be like, Chris, this is what you should do. And if that shit interrupts, I would love that. But let's get into it, guys. We got some, like we always do on the show, we get into some entertainment news topics. We try to turn up the cringe for Tabs, and we review some shit. So let's get into it, guys. There's some trending topics on a Thursday. Thursday is all about the hot topics and what's trending online. Tomorrow we're going to be all about the horror genre, and that's when Tab is like, peace the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
She's not about that life. So
not about that life.
All right. So, babe, without further ado, what is the first topic of the Thursday?
Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. Beef. They got beef.
So much beef.
So much beef.
It's like Arby's roast beef.
Just so much.
Oh, you have your notes right there, babe?
My talking point?
Like do it. No, not the first page where it says, Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion's beef explained. Make sure you go to T3MediaStudios.com for more details. And this is sourced from CrowRiverMedia.com. I never heard of them before, but that's who I sourced this one this time. Let's see if I pulled it up. I forgot to pull it up. There it is right there. There we go. I'm not showing you guys behind the.
I was like, you showing them your notes?
Behind the wall. There's too much magic going on right there. You guys weren't even supposed to see that.
Pay no attention to
that. It's kind of messing up. Let me see if I can fix it.
That was funny.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now I'll be able to control it better. As Tabatha yawns all up in the air. All right. Yeah. We got it pulled up. So, who wants to go first on this whole situation with Megan Thee Stallion? Tabs, you.
I am a Meg all the way on this.
I was about to say we all should be. I mean, we are. This is H-Town.
I really honestly feel like Nicki might be going through a mental breakdown. The things that she's been doing, it makes zero sense why she would take that route and go that route and participate in this way. Like, it seems like she's losing her shit and really needs to get some actual perspective and help. She is definitely, that saying from The Dark Knight. I love what Heath Ledger said, what said about him. You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. She is now Little Kim. Yeah.
All the shit that she was saying and doing and fighting against what Little Kim was doing to her, she is now doing.
Yeah.
She is now Little Kim, and she fucking knows it. She's on a decline. I mean, it doesn't matter that, it's hip hop is for the youth, by the youth, but eventually all the old heads will become the old heads. I mean, they were the young guys, they were the ones that were trending, they were the ones who were leading the way, but eventually you're gonna become old school. It's inevitable.
Because Missy, she's not old school. That woman just reinvents herself.
she could be old school and still be cool.
And not be
That's when you reach legend status. Missy Elliott is a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, she is still technically now going into the old, but she is doing it with grace.
Yep.
And it is a legend.
And she's supporting younger artists. She is contributing to uplifting and continuing this wondrous thing of women in hip hop. Yep. And I'm sorry, but Nicki is straight up in the wrong here. Yeah. She's not, I don't know how anybody can back her at this point other than her husband, who,
we all know about that.
Some serious Barb's fan, her crew.
I don't understand it.
That are.
I don't know how
usually when, especially online especially with cancel culture, usually when it's about, if you're anywhere near the level of being associated with being a pedo or whatever, that's it. But for some reason, her barbs are still sticking by her, and
I would love to honestly have a conversation with someone who supports Nicki and to hear their rationale.
And just be like, how?
Like,
and why?
Why are you still supporting her? What is your rationale for her behavior and what she's doing, and why is it okay by you? Really, what are your reasons?
Because the Pink album was amazing.
And then like her diss song, honestly, guys, is horrible. Mm-hmm. It is probably one of the worst that I've heard. Like, it's bad.
I mean, it just reminds me of when Lil' Kim and Nicki were going at it and stuff.
But hers, I mean, it was just, in my mind, it was almost juvenile.
Yeah.
It was as if she didn't have the experience that she has.
Exactly. And it's as if she didn't just recently make a new hit song like with the Barbie soundtrack. I mean, it's not like, was she just not trying?
I don't know. Like, that's why I said I feel like she's kind of having like this mental breakdown. It feels like she's manic, and so she can't think clearly. She can't create actions clearly or rationally. Yeah. And she's somehow created this entitlement for herself that she can't see properly. She can't see what's happening around her. Yeah. She can't see she cannot see what everyone else sees and what their perspective is of her right now. Yeah. She's blind to it, and I don't understand. I don't understand how and why.
I mean, everybody that's from the old school, and they've paved the way for the people who are coming out now and who will come out in the future and whatnot. Like, Lil' Kim is gonna make, when it's all said and done, is gonna be financially like more successful than like Lil' Kim. But
you mean, wait, say that sentence again. Nicki Minaj?
I'm sorry. Nicki Minaj will be like financially more successful than like Lil' Kim. But it's probably going to be that Megan Thee Stallion, because of the work that
she's getting
Queen
more,
Latifah did, and what Lil' Kim did, and what I mean, there's more people in the world. The internet is a thing and stuff. Like, there's more opportunities, like you said.
Where women in hip hop before was very selective. It was very you talked about this in that documentary. Yeah, it was that documentary was freaking.
I mean, it's like it's a situation where it's like these are the opportunities that Nicki Minaj benefited from, and is also paving the way for future artists as well. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion, when it's all said and done, will have more success than Nicki Minaj. But that's the way it is. The next person will do the same thing. Megan Thee Stallion will be 40, 50 years old one day too, and then there'll be another girl that's going to come out.
They're like, this is one of the things that, in general, people harp on, is that instead of celebrating and backing each other, they're always attacking. And you see something, and instead of being like, a video, what a pretty girl, we have to go, man, she's fat or she's ugly, or why?
We have to take down and demean, and
so it's like there is more than one. There's room for more than one person, and this could have been an opportunity to celebrate and make something even greater and bigger, but instead we're going to choose to do the opposite. And
it's an unfortunate societal thing. A woman does something, and the first response that's negative typically is somehow demeaning or taking out her looks, appearance, her visual aspect. Whereas for men, that's not typically the first negative thing that's said about a man. It's not typically his looks. And so, like, even with woman against woman.
Tell that to Craig Mack.
I don't know who that is.
Craig Mack, 1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees and you'll be burning, begging, playing. People talk about his looks all the damn time.
Okay.
Yeah, one guy. Real fast, I'll run it down. So the collaboration between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj on, what was it, Hot Girl Summer in 2019 seemed to have a positive relationship between them both. Then Megan Thee Stallion released a diss track called Hiss in late January, targeting Mariah Carey, Kris Jenner, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and her ex-boyfriend Tory Lanez. Lanez. The track addresses anyone who used Megan's name for attention online, and although it doesn't mention Nicki directly, a line in the song appears to reference her and her husband, Kenneth Petty. Megan's reference to Megan's law in the song alludes to a federal law relating to registered offenders. We got to remember to censor ourselves, guys. As offenders, and Kenneth Petty has a past conviction for attempted rape and failing to register as a S offender. Nicki Minaj responded to the diss track with her own track called Bigfoot, great name by the way, making reference to Megan's height and the shooting incident involving Tory Lanez. In Bigfoot, Nicki also mentions Megan's deceased mother and the shooting incident. And most people on TikTok were like, I understand like hip hop beefs, but you don't go to the like that's her mama. You don't talk about mamas. Everybody was like, you went way too far on that one. Even in comparison to Tupac telling Biggie that he slept with his wife, but still there's
an off limits in my mind. Now, when you if she was to start talking about, like, if Nicki was to start making references with already the, S offenders situation going around, it started pulling in children into these that's an off limits thing, because those are innocent bystanders. That
tells me that Nicki shouldn't be starting any beef with anybody, because it's low hanging fruit. Yeah. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about. You are married to and encouraging and uplifting and supporting a registered. I'm like, you can't say nothing to nobody. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care if you bad like a Barbie. I don't care. Warner Brothers shouldn't have put you on that damn soundtrack, in my opinion, if they wanted to be. But I
do think that's weird, though, that she has direct association and nobody's
canceled. With all this cancel culture, you would think Nicki would be going down. But for some, maybe that's the power of the Barbs. Maybe that's the power of the.
I mean, genuinely, that's part of the reason why I don't understand that she has this fan base that's supporting her and sticking up for her, because.
I mean, but to be fair, Tabs, come on. But we are H-Town. Come on, we're not going to let anybody talk about our local.
No, I actually wouldn't support Megan just because she's from Houston. Although I like her, I really do genuinely like her. But
her style is fresh and nice.
Yeah, I mean, her raps are amazing.
But to be honest, she seems like a very nice person.
Very down.
Yeah, it's not just because she's from Houston. Like, if I had I just cannot come up with a rational reason for just to support Nicki.
Maybe they should kiss. They should kiss.
That does not solve anything.
It doesn't hurt.
It does a lot of things. It hurts so many things.
Let me do this.
No, I can't even look at him when he does that stuff. Oh God, nobody else wants to see that either. No, he's doing it. He's gonna do it. Yeah, no.
Anywho, let us know what you guys think about this whole situation. Are you team Nicki? Are you team Megan? Do you agree with us that it's getting kind of ridiculous? It's entertaining. I mean, we're benefiting from the entertainment side of it.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little like unnecessary, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Any final thoughts, babe? What do you think about it? Who's got the better flow?
Oh, I'm a Megan fan. We just saw her on SNL.
Yeah, you're right.
She was really good.
Joy last night was like, I wouldn't kick Megan out of bed.
I don't think many would.
All right, I tried. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next topic. What's the next topic of the night, babe?
Parents of OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney charged in her murder case. Make sure you go to t3mediastudios.com for more details and sources. This from CBS News.
From CBS News. So I even forgot about this. I honestly thought that she was already like convicted and everything, but no, she's still awaiting. He pretty much was downing black women, bringing her. So when he was unalived, guess who came out like, oh, look, it was I don't want to say funny, but it was like, I knew that was what was going to happen. The black women were like all up in because this guy was talking so much crap about, and you know what? Like, I understand if you're in a situation where if you have a certain experience with a demographic and you think I'm going to try something different, but you still don't need to down the whole, because you're only dating a sliver, little iota. You can't. I can't. That's like me saying that all such and such is bad because I had experience with one guy or one girl. That's always stupid to me.
Well, that's just justification for alienation.
Yeah,
and that's how most
people
racism starts.
Yeah,
they have one negative experience, and then a lot of it's learned.
And they blanket everybody.
Yeah, yeah. And they blanket to everybody.
In reality, most of us have issues that we pick the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's you have to look at yourself.
Yep, it's a lot of those finger pointing. Just need to go like this.
You're picking the bad one.
Yep.
Yeah. When are you gonna? Now obviously in that situation, he didn't pick right. I guess.
I'm very curious of the details of like how this is turning from self-defense to not. Like, I don't know.
I can't remember the details on it. I know the trial had eyes and concern about the arrest and suggesting prosecutorial misconduct. The state is seeking a gag order in this case. Kim and Deborah and Courtney are charged with unauthorized access of a computer belonging to the victim, Christian Boomselli. Clenney claims she stabbed Boomselli in self-defense at the Miami Miami apartment.
So here's where I'm like it's not on the second page. It's on the next.
The next page. Yeah, I missed the order.
Like you said the arrest of Clenney's parents are reportedly related to the laptop belonging to him, and then his family attorney expressed sadness and support for the investigation into Christian's murder. And then it said a new video surfaced showing the abusive and rocky relationship between Clenney and
Abu
Selly. And then it said Clenney's attorney argues that she killed her boyfriend in self-defense during domestic dispute. So she is still saying her part of this investigation was in self-defense.
Yeah.
In self-defense.
Yeah. The parents' charge is about whether or not they hid evidence. For
now,
their
here's
daughter.
the only thing as a parent, because of and this is me making a stretch out of whatever connection this is, where I could see why they would have hid that laptop. I'm going, well, why would they have hid it? Like, what would have been on there? But she was an OnlyFans.
Well, no, it says, so the video, I don't know if that was on his.
No, I have no other details.
It says new video shows the rocky relationship between
like the abusive part.
Yeah, Courtney claimed her, which he denies. The video is an example of their toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it was tumultuous for
Both
sure.
Definitely
like
had a toxic relationship.
They were like very toxic in that sense. My only thing was like if there was like footage, I don't know what she did on OnlyFans, like what her jam was, but if like there was like intimate acts that her parents didn't want out, that would be the only reason.
That would to me would be the excuse that they could use.
Yeah.
But what the prosecution is going to say is that there was evidence that was needed that could probably have worked against their daughter's favor, that they were probably trying to hide. That's because
I just like what would be on that computer.
Because that's the assumption that their parents didn't already know she was an OnlyFans model. I don't think she was hiding that information.
Well, it's not that she was hiding it, but maybe because of this turning into some major public thing, they were like, okay, well, we don't want to put this out there.
But if it wasn't related to the case, why would they need to hide it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was like her and him.
Yeah.
And didn't want that footage to be utilized because he's now dead.
Yeah. So which would work. So yeah, so the prosecution would definitely want that because it works again. So yeah, so it's like, so did they hide? If it's technically evidence that could work for the prosecution, then they're guilty of tampering.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that would be the only. I just don't understand why they would take
Would you do it? Would you for your child?
I would commit all kinds of crimes for my children.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I would. I can't stand that they did these horrible things, but I'm going to support my child.
I've said the same thing on this show as well. It was like a Bill Burr reaction. I said, like if my son or my daughter or my other son was, or even our from the extended family were arrested or it was plainly evident that they were guilty of like being a serial killer or something like that, I would calmly sit them down and be like, look, it's fine. We're going to just relax. We're going to just walk over to the police station. We're going to just tell them. And then people are like, you would turn them in? Like, yeah, I would turn them in. I'm like, well, this isn't Dexter. Well, he only kills the bad people. Like,
if they're hurting people, then
yeah, you got to take responsibility.
Maybe I'll trap them on an island if I don't want them to, like, where they can't hurt anyone else. Like, that's maybe an option.
So it looks like, I had to go digging. You have to go to the Miami news stations. They were looking for evidence. It didn't have anything to do with her OnlyFans or trying to retrieve anything. There's a group chat was on the news between the parents and their attorney where they were discussing, do you know any other pins that we can try? And then they texted back, that worked, hell yeah. So they guessed that whatever they thought the pin would be, and it worked. And then the attorney told them, don't mess with it. Like, we don't want you to mess up anything that actually could be used, because Florida law says accessing another person's computer without their permission is illegal.
Even so that's what they're no longer here.
I was literally like trying to stop myself from making that same statement. That's going to be their defense.
Oh, of his estate. I was going to say, because what about like your family members who pass away? And I'm like, you can't get. So it's.
His family would have had to.
So his family would have had to open it.
Yeah,
okay,
that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, well that makes more sense.
I was thinking exact. That's funny. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like,
I was like, I'm so confused now.
Like, how you gonna like the dude is like that? It would be a messed up thing to say, but I can see them saying it. He's dead. I can open his computer if I want to.
Well, it's not even that. I'm like, they were obviously in a relationship. What if she has things on the computer that she needs that was in his computer?
Well, the question is, whose computer was it? It was his, right? Then that's witness tampering. Then I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about like if someone passes away in Florida, you're not allowed to open someone else's estate. Well, what if I am dating long-term dating someone and there's things on their computer that is of me or allegedly. Of mine?
Yeah, but if they can't, but if it's there, but it doesn't matter, because what they say, possession is 9/10 of the law. The property, it still was his property.
But technically, if you're in possession of it, then that's 9/10 of the law.
No, that's
that's in Miami is where this.
Yeah.
Did they say they took? I mean, the scene where the laptop was, I'm assuming the crime scene, that still kind of opens everything up.
Well, if it was in Miami and they were packing up all their daughter's stuff or packing up the apartment and they brought it back to their house, I could
fully find something that.
What Tabs was saying, that there could be this with video of the daughter. Equally, the estate of the other side could say there could be. No one knows until they open it up and look. So both could be true, or none of it can be true. So at the end of the day, I say then that means, because of the situation, then let the courts. The investigators look at it.
I'm just trying
first,
to think of but I'm not trying to think of this like if this was a situation where this happened to me. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not a police officer. I'm just going to think logically about what my steps are and what I'm needing to do. So this thing happened where we all know she stabbed him. She says in self-defense. So my thought process is, okay, but what would be on the laptop that would prove that she killed him for any other reason.
I don't know what was said was on the laptop. It's just the fact that
I would look in
the laptop might be considered evidence of something, and the parents are not. The parents are not allowed to tamper while we're in the middle of an investigation. I wouldn't want strangers
in a police station looking into my private stuff.
But that's not their private stuff. It's his.
Okay.
The victims.
But if that's why I was saying the only reason I could see them wanting to be in that laptop would be if she had content or things on that laptop that they didn't want to get to his family to use.
Stuff is already online.
But that's her edited, put out private stuff. There could be raw shit on there that we don't know. That's what my thought process is.
I get it. That's where your mind goes to. But they're trying to. Would you care about that? If you're trying to,
if somebody killed my child,
but you're trying
and I was full of grief. Do you know what grief will do to you?
But that's assuming that's what they're.
We're assuming everything because we don't got any of the information. So I'm assuming all out the ass here.
But they're mostly trying to get a conviction. At the end of the day, more than anything else.
If that was what they were after, if she's like, I have private stuff on there, then all she has to do is petition.
She's already out knowing. No, everybody knows that she's an OnlyFans model.
All I don't think they petition the court to say I have personal things on that computer that I want off.
Well, then this is what I feel like the family members of the deceased should say.
Yes, this belongs to her.
If it was me, okay, because we're not gonna get into anybody's mind here. But if it was me, I don't care about how she makes her money and this and that and all that stuff. But if there's something on that laptop that proves that the deceased or the case one way or the other, I would feel more comfortable. I'm not saying give the laptop back to me. I'm saying give the laptop to the investigators. I'm saying don't let the accused and her mother and father have complete control, because
I can agree with that.
Maybe they're trying to protect their daughter for the OnlyFans stuff, or maybe
I can 100% agree with that. I also think that there could be some sort.
I say both sides stop touching it.
They obviously were talking to the lawyer about it. Okay. There's you just showed the proof for that. And the lawyer did say, don't touch it. They opened it. So they've literally prosecuted them for supposedly, because that's all the information I have, just unlocking it. They didn't go through and search it. They just had it. So what is going?
Do we know that for a fact?
No, that's what they're saying in that article. That's all the information we knew.
I mean, unless you're not the brightest crayon in the box. The IT specialist people would know if they looked through it.
That exactly. Period. They would definitely know that.
So which I'm sure
be able to say yes, the pin was accessed, it was open, but nothing else.
Like they were literally asking their lawyer how to get the
or
pin.
They would be able to say, yeah, they opened it, but they did look through some stuff.
So that would be different. So there's information. There's so much information missing. We're all going, what the heck is the big deal with the laptop and why?
At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, because this is what I would be saying, especially to make the courts listen to me. I would say, look, I'm not asking to give me the laptop. I'm just asking for them to stop having so much access to it and let the professionals
I could get behind
do their job.
Yeah, I could totally get behind that.
I could be wrong, but what if I'm not wrong?
Yeah.
Is what I feel like his family is saying.
I got no issues with it.
And if it was me,
shouldn't they have access to the iCloud? If you have the technological advancements to do that.
Well, they say they don't want to open a door where the
so
FBI,
people just die and you're not going to help.
They'll like the scenario is like, okay, in this case it's about a death, and yes, it'll help solve. We can do the right thing and help you solve this case. But then, what if the FBI then starts to move the line, and it's not about a murder, or it's something even more trivial, and then it starts to infringe on other people's privacy.
So have boundaries set, have laws set, have
they
guidelines.
already have them set.
But no, the set was we do nothing.
Yeah, that was the hard line. That was the hard line that they wanted to take to protect other people's privacy in different situations. But you're right. They should clearly say, unless it's like something like murder or something like
where
that,
somebody is freaking dead and they need help find. Like,
but there's so many scenarios that I know we're not thinking of at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's so because you know that.
Well, there's scenarios where somebody is on the run from an abusive person and they don't want their stuff hacked. That person now works in the police and they have access to getting that information. Well, they have access to getting to all of your information that's stored and through the Apple company. Then yes, I could see where that could be really hard for certain situations where you need to like remove access from certain people and make it very difficult. But there are so many things in place where if you've got someone who has died or you've got like murder cases and stuff and all these open-ended murder cases and that you can't utilize all this technology that we have in the world because of some red tape, that seems really stupid to me. Yeah. It's just stupid.
That's
it's just stupid. The government is supposed to have a warrant to do certain things. The same warrant policy and procedure can be utilized for this information. A judge has to sign off on it.
Unless they figure out the how to break into it, like they did that time.
Yeah, well, that was the FBI. It's a little different. Yeah.
All right, guys, let us know what you guys think about that whole situation with this whole thing with what's her name, Miss Courtney Clemens' parents being charged with the connection with that case. Witness tampering. Do you think that it was one way or the other? We have a lot of opinions about it, but I mean, like I said, innocent until proven guilty. Let's move on to it. What's the next topic for trending news?
Vince McMahon accused of sex trafficking by WWE staffer he paid to keep quiet. This from the Wall Street Journal. Janelle Grant, a former employee at the wrestling firm's headquarters, said in a lawsuit filed Thursday that she was abused and sexually exploited by McMahon while he was chief executive. She alleged that McMahon lured her with promises of career advancement, and then he allegedly exploited her and trafficked her to other men inside the company. We have the lawsuit, and we will be discussing the most shocking revelations.
All right. And there will be more details on it on our website. Go to www.teachermediastudios.com for that. But for now, let's talk about it live. And I promise you at the top of the show that there was a personal story. Full disclosure, I have met Mr. McMahon before when I used to work overseas for the military. In a living space, we had like these little cubicle, like little dividers in it was called a chicken coop where we were all living.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I was in there for like 2 weeks, I think. It was like a couple of days into it. I remember that there was an AC unit in there, and they kept it on like Antarctic. I mean, we were in Iraq. It was very hot, even at night. So they had the AC in there blasting cold. I remember one night, I needed to warm up, so it was freezing cold in there. So I had to walk outside to try to warm myself up so I can get some sleep. And then another gentleman walked out, and I thought he was just out just to have a cigarette. And we were just shooting the shit, and he was talking about just blah 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 kind of shit, right? Next thing you know, this guy's rubbing my shoulders.
You looked tense.
Right? Oh, there. No, don't be blaming the victim.
You looked real tense. I bet you were asking for it.
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
My wife over there laughing.
Was it really suggestive? Maybe you shouldn't have been wearing that.
Right? Yeah, it was my fault for being shirtless.
You were asking for it.
Yeah, it was, right? It was my fault, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember getting all tense, and I was like, it took like 10 seconds for me to even respond. I was like,
because you just weren't, you were shocked by it.
Is this even fucking happening? Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, dude, I'm getting uncomfortable right now. And I remember him going, I'm sorry, dude. What's happening? He was testing me. Mm-hmm. He was testing water.
See how far he would get.
Get with, yeah. So he was like, you get real lonely out here and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, this is like The weirdness
isn't him wanting to be with a man. The weirdness is him wanting non-consensual.
He was trying,
The weirdness isn't him wanting to be with a man. The weirdness was the non-consensual part. Him trying to persuade and pursue someone who was obviously not into that. Yeah. That would be the weird part. Yeah. But essays are so common and such a variety. I mean, that's the thing about this and what makes it such a hard topic is it can come down into a female or male feeling pressure from a person of authority in a small, minute way to feel like they don't have an out. When they feel like they don't have an out, That's not okay. When you make someone feel like they can't get out of this situation, they can't escape your advancements, you've gone too far. You've done too much. That's not okay. And I think that that's where a lot of people who get real defensive of the pursuers is they're like, well, nothing actually happened. They didn't actually, SA them. They just harassed them. Yeah, but now that person has to be on guard and be in fight mode anytime they're in an environment around this person because they have been consistently harassed, even though they've been maybe putting off advances. That is still not okay. And this concept of not,
but I mean, consensually, like if me and Joy were like role play, like if she wants to play a little bit, like,
but again,
we get a little dangerous.
What's the key word there?
Consensual. Exactly.
It's not, if it's not consensual, it's not fun. And the concept of somebody wanting to be with someone where it's not consensual makes zero sense to me. I mean, zero. I do not understand that appeal, that attraction, that need, that desire, that kink. And I am not a kink shamer. I am not a kink shamer.
Oh, so we know.
We do not kink shame
trust
in my
me, we know.
house. We do not kink shame. Consensual is a kink.
Yeah.
People pursuing people and wanting to be with people who don't want to be with them is not a kink. That is a sickness.
I read the whole thing. I was, if I didn't know, we didn't already go over time, which we already have.
We're already over that, yeah.
We blasted through that. I would have gone through it. I have the whole thing. I read the whole thing. So basically, in a nutshell, this young lady, was it Grant? I believe her last name was.
Grant.
There was a part of the story, and I knew it was very. This. So
yeah, Chris kept updating me throughout the day.
I sent TikToks of people who broke it all down, but at the very least, this part I wanted to bring up. If I don't bring up anything else,
which one are we at?
Because and I gotta find the number, but this, because we downloaded the whole court case. So basically, in a nutshell, this young lady was looking for work. She was down on her luck. She needed help finding employment. I read that part of the lawsuit. I was like, to me, that felt like a setup.
Oh, it was.
100%. 100%. I felt like, I was like, this, like, I felt like the conversation was like, no, this girl's her mom and dad have passed away, and like he's collecting all the data.
Perfect candidate for grooming.
Exactly.
Perfect candidate.
That's when I read that part of it, that was the only thing I thought about. I was like, I'm like, you're like, and then she said that she kept going back after things got worse. She kept going back to residential manager. Telling him that what Vince was doing. Like, oh my, I gotta get away from. And I'm like, I'm reading this case file like as if it was a novel. I'm like, this guy is not your friend. Who is this guy? Yeah. I'm like, I understand. Like in this lawsuit, she implicates Vince McMahon. John Laurinaitis is the other the dude, or the third picture right there, and Brock Lesnar was not named, but there's a reason why people know it's him, and here's why. It's because in the lawsuit it said a WWE superstar that Vince McMahon was trying to negotiate his contract with, who is also a UFC champion from it. The only person that's in the roster is him.
I was gonna say, are there several, or
no? It's only him.
Down? Okay.
That's what I loved about
it.
Yeah.
And so it makes so much sense how she got sort of pulled into this and was created in this sort of like trafficking scenario.
Yeah. And
she was a prime candidate to be groomed for this, unfortunately. And they saw it. They pounced. They took it down. Yeah. He started off
allegedly slow. He started off slow and then moved and it evolved. Like here, over the next several weeks, McMahon invited Mrs. Grant to his condo on several occasions, each time assuring her that he would find the right position for her in the WWE. For each meeting with Miss McMahon, Ms. Grant brought samples of job descriptions she found online to review. with him and demonstrated the types of roles that she might want to fit. McMahon listened to Miss Grant, asked her questions, and pointed out qualities that he described as rare gifts, including her goodness, vivaciousness, vivaciousness, childlike, innocent, and ability to be vulnerable.
That's why they utilize those terms, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
remember, this is her lawyer who wrote this out.
Yeah. But those terms, though, she's saying that's what he told her. Those are the things that he told her. And do you know why that he said those things? Because those things allegedly, because those things are in opposition of someone speaking up, of someone fighting back, of someone saying no.
Which goes back to the whole thing with that residential manager. That was not your friend. Mm-hmm. That dude was working with and was trying to work in the favor.
A mile away
yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, your prime candidate, prime, whelmed, subservient. A text message from McMahon saying, regarding your last picture, you need your panties ripped off. A lot of explicit stuff and ripped off and 3 big black D's in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your
all that's just
P.
Y'all need to just read that.
Yeah, and way up your A as far as they will go, but farther. And this is a text message from that phone. I'm not gonna say from him, from that phone number that belonged to.
Look, I am a girl who loves her some romance novels, and I love descriptive stuff. Mm-hmm. But none of that sounds pleasing. Mm-hmm.
There was a part of this lawsuit where he allegedly used a S toy on her that was so big that at one point it got stuck. It was.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
At another scenario where he was trying to pretend to be other wrestlers that work for him. What? Black and white ones.
I was going to say, why is he so obsessed with the black peens?
I was shocked when I saw that because I would not think that McMahon would be that type of guy that would acknowledge.
He wants the big black.
I've known some biggest man in the world.
Is this the one? This isn't the same one that went up against Arnold, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
There was a.
I think that was Mr. T.
No.
Or Zeus from.
There's a black guy in the doc that when you watch the doc of Arnold, he was like his main competition, but he was Mr. Universe, was strongest man, all that stuff, and he was, huge. I
don't recall.
Was this? Oh, and then who was the guy that the one wrestling chick killed?
Say it again?
There was a wrestling chick who was married to a black wrestler, and she killed him. She's in jail.
Ooh,
prison.
I don't know. We're going off. I don't know that.
I don't know wrestling, so I'm trying to. I've watched a lot of documentaries though, so I'm trying to.
But I'm curious now. But this whole thing, it was shocking to me. If we didn't start off in overtime, we're already way deep in overtime. Maybe, and somebody suggested to me on the show, like, Chris, go deep. I'm gonna have to do. I'll do it. You know what? Maybe tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna have to go live, or maybe late at night, because you freaks love to come out at night. I'm gonna probably have to go through this whole thing because you were right. This deserves, and I know there's a whole bunch of other YouTube channels, and I'll watch them. You go watch them. But if you want me to
and you're a wrestling fan.
Because I'm a wrestling fan.
You are a legit fan.
I have stories. My mother dated a wrestler out here, Houston. Like I said, I met Vince McMahon. I met John Cena. Yeah. I have my own stories that I could tell you. I flirted with the Bella twins. I was like, I winked at them, and then they looked.
Or anything. I remember watching Hulk Hogan back in the day. That's the last time I watched when I was a kid.
If you were single and Rhea Ripley was like, I want to date, would you date Rhea Ripley?
I would not be opposed to it, but her looks are.
That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear.
Oh my God, he's ridiculous. I might not like her personality. I don't know.
She's the greatest woman in the world. She's a national treasure. She's mommy.
Oh God, no! I don't do that. That's off.
That's her. That's her.
I know. I'm
gimmick
off.
right now.
I'm off the table with that.
Mommy.
Yeah, no.
Peter Lane has joined the chat.
Oh, hi, Peter.
What's up, Pete? Oh
He's
man.
like he's here just in time to agree with Tabatha.
I mean, man, this whole thing, look, okay, I'm sorry, and I should have known better. I knew this was going to be a passionate thing.
Yeah.
I spent all day researching this stuff. I read the whole thing.
You're hyper fixated for sure.
And we've gone so far past time, we can't even dive deep into it. So I'm going to have to make this into a
okay. Do it. I think you should
video.
because it is something you very much are involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, I barely know who the people are. This whole situation's horrible. Yes.
The situation in this case where I think I did a bulletin thing on it. I'll read this. The circumstances surrounding the NDA, medical care and taxes. McMahon promised her $3 million for signing that NDA. He only paid her $1 million, which is why she is able to speak out, because he breached the contract. He didn't complete payment. McMahon breached a core term in the NBA by failing to make future payments. Ms. Grant's name publicity release impacted employment prospects and caused further trauma. The arrest. No, that's wrong. I think okay, here we go. Ms. Grant's exploited and subjected to depraved acts during her employment with WWE. Severe and permanent trauma leading to anxiety and depression. Requires extended inpatient treatment. She's unable to leave her residence for weeks at a time due to her fear and PTSD. Terminated from employment and loss of income of $80,000 per year. The NDA created a wedge in Ms. Grant's relationships and left her isolated. Weight loss, insomnia, rashes, flashbacks, panic attacks, and depression expressed. Lack of self-care and days spent in bed. Ms. Grant will require lifelong treatment due to pain and suffering inflicted by the defendant. This case is going. I'm gonna have to dive deeper into this. This case is going. I'm gonna have to dive deeper.
That must be nice that you get to just only focus on the good when everyone else is suffering.
Yeah.
Like, for Christ's sake.
What a great man he was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To play devil's advocate, I understand the situation that that Triple H is in. Vince McMahon is his father-in-law. He's married to his daughter. He's in the family, and all that. He doesn't want. He's one of the executives. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. But one of his employees, the American Knight, Cody Rhodes, was also a part of that same press conference, and his response was pitch perfect. I don't have it written down. I'll have to go back and listen to what he said again. I watched it live, but I don't remember what he said. But I remember his response was it was diplomatic. It didn't throw the company under the bus, but it definitely didn't throw the victim or didn't sugarcoat shit. His response was pitch perfect.
He could have at least said, it sounds like the perspective of this victim is very serious to her, and we feel grief and sadness for what she's feel like she's gone through. We hope that the courts come to a conclusion that is truthful and enlightening, like without ever throwing his father-in-law under the bus, while still supporting the words of a victim and still also going, nothing's been proven yet. Right. That's possible.
I mean, look behind you. Look at that mustache. That's fucking guilty. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I turned around to look at it. It is right there.
That's right. And all this hand movement, that's not dancing. Move your damn legs. When I'm back in my day, we used to do steps.
I actually saw a TikTok where a mom was behind like the daughter, and the daughter's doing the stupid TikTok dance. But you know how they do everything like low profile, like can't have too much enthusiasm, you know? And then the mom's back there like getting down in it. I'm like, what happened to getting down in the dance? Like everybody's so up, like they're all ballet dancers and they don't know how to get down and dance. Like, Jesus Louises. Break some knees. My knees hurt now for a
Gen
reason.
Z versus Generation X versus Gen Z was like reacting to drop down and get your eagle on, girl. That's weird. All right, what is next up in the? We're going into the reviews. Let's talk about real fast about what's coming up this week in the world of movies. Let's guys. So this week coming out, we have. Well, first, currently in the box office right now is we have this week as of right now from boxofficemojo.com for the week of January 26th to the 28th. The number one movie is Mean Girls. Let me put this.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing. I'm already going to say it because we know you're going to do it.
It's so fetch.
It's so fetch.
Number one is Mean Girls. Mean Girls has been doing pretty good.
I still said I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
We got the invite for you, but you couldn't go that day. Number two, The Beekeeper. Number three, Willy Wonka, which is already worldwide made over $500 million.
Really? I haven't seen it. I'm really excited to see that one, even though I know it's gotten a lot of like nervous energy about it. Yeah, it's people. But there's like some drama all around her all the time, and I don't know what it's about.
I don't care. She's fun to look at. She's great to look at.
I don't care.
But here's the thing I like about this situation with that movie. It's already it's a low budget like a small budget movie, like maybe 10-20 million to make. It's already crossed 100 million.
Damn. Okay.
Romance comedy. It's already crossed 100 million.
I love a good romance comedy. Don't get me wrong. That's like my jam. That's my sweet spot.
I asked my wife. I said, do we need to watch this movie? She's probably like, yeah, because it's Tiffany Sweet and I'm like
Sydney.
What did I say?
Tiffany.
You're just making up names.
You're making up names over there.
I am so lucky that I have never said the wrong name. I'm lucky I've never said the wrong name in certain situations. But Sydney Sweeney.
That's why you revert.
I'm not gonna lie. She is one of my new favorite. Like she's like my focus because I love her current roster of movies that she's doing. She's doing horror. She's doing romantic comedy. She's doing I love the fact that she's experimenting with all these different genres. She's not being typecast in one thing.
I would love to see her in more psychological things. Like I loved the way that her character went in Euphoria, and it got real psychological in that, and the way that she acted, I thought was amazing. I would genuinely love to see her in some sort of like psychological thriller, or even like, you know what I mean? Like
she has a horror about to come out.
I don't want a horror. I want a mind fuck. I don't want to be fucked and die. I want to have a mind fuck. I want
you don't want to be fucked even if it was Sydney Sweeney?
Not attracted to other blondes. Like the concept of being attracted to anybody who could look similar to me and just the hair color, I'm like, I'm out.
I'd fuck my clone in a heartbeat.
I would not. That weirds me
You wouldn't have sex with your clone?
No, absolutely not. Not one.
She knows what you like.
I don't care. Nope, absolutely not.
Joy, would you have sex with your clone?
That's just weird.
Like the thought of kissing someone who with my no. And you know what? There's those lesbians.
Rub on his bald head.
There's a whole lesbian thing out there.
With myself. It's masturbation.
No, there's a whole lesbian thing out there about when like two lesbians who look really similar get together, and it's like a thing. You done doubled your wardrobe. Okay, that's sharing clothes. That happens anyway.
That was a Seinfeld joke. That's got to be one of the benefits of dating in the same sex as you. You instantly double your wardrobe.
Oh, no, you do though. It's amazing. I doubled my hat, inventory. The only thing that we can't share are shoes because my feet be too big. But yeah, I have ginormous feet.
What's the shoe size?
10.
I'm 10.5. We can trade.
Okay.
I have tiny feet.
Yeah, so does Jazz.
I love sucking on them toes, though.
Well, I don't like feet.
I don't let him do that.
I don't like feet.
I don't like
feet. I don't like feet. Stop with those noises. We have headphones.
What was that on Scary Movie 2? Uncle Ray Ray's got a game.
No, stop. Nope, absolutely not. No.
Puppy power!
No.
My scrappy doo. Ew.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a satire-ish, and people sometimes critics and other people sometimes out the gate get very critical of.
Well, it's not just critics. I mean, I'm even hearing.
I said some people.
Yeah,
when it's out the gate. Think about some other satire movies that came out and how hard it was for it to gain traction. Like Saved was more of a cult classic. I mean, once it became like a DVD. Yeah. Like things Saved.
Sorry.
It's a Christian satire. Yeah, it's amazing.
Ooh.
It's a really good movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's an old one. Yeah, it's really good though.
I haven't seen it yet. Okay.
It's like Mandy Moore in it as a child.
I think I know the movie you're talking about.
I know, but it's one of those cute like ones that was supposed to be good for the theater that I don't think that it did good in the theater if I'm not mistaken. I will have to look.
But Scrambled though, let's see. The synopsis here says perpetual bridesmaid Nellie Robinson always finds herself between weddings, baby showers, and bad dates. With her biological clock ticking, she decides to freeze her eggs and embark on an empowering journey of self-discovery. So this is Scrambled, starring I don't know the cast here. Was it Leah McKendrick? Anyway, that's Scrambled, and also. We have Argyle. You started talking about Argyle. Argyle is at a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I still give it a watch.
I'll still watch it.
Yeah,
genuinely. I mean, they put out that they're alluding to her being a seer, so she knows what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah,
and so they're like trying to take her out because she knows the future. So she's like telling everyone's plans. Yeah.
One of the things about Bryce Dallas Howard is that, especially people, especially on TikTok, have noticed is that she's got that badonkadonk.
I love her,
but
she's a curvy woman.
Speaking of butt, and at the premiere of Argyle, people have noticed that her badonkadonk was missing.
Might have not been missing. Women are allowed to fluctuate in their weight. She might just be on the thinner side.
Joy, that badonkadonk better not go nowhere, or else instant divorce. Instant divorce. Test me if you want to. See what happens. I ain't fucking playing with you.
Next on the list.
What we got here? Do we have time to talk about?
Do a quick review.
Real fast. I said Tabatha. I said you like documentaries. I suggest there's a documentary on Hulu called Batman and Bill. And you're not a big Batman.
I'm not a huge Batman fan. No, I love documentaries though.
But loves documentaries.
I know the Batman comics. I know some of its history. I watched, the original Batman stuff. Yeah. And
I said, watch Batman and Bill. I think you might like this story.
I really loved the story.
What did you think about this story?
The story was sad. That's what I overall thought.
No, it's a situation where the person, Bob Kane, who was always credited for being the creator of Batman, technically, yes, he created
person got taken advantage of so vehemently throughout the entire documentary, and you got to watch it happen, and it was sad. And he just so genuinely wanted to participate that he never really considered how him not advocating for himself affected him down the line. Yeah. And that was the really sad part.
And his legacy.
And then of course with his son and just all, and I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, because it really is a good documentary. Like I genuinely enjoyed it. Yeah. It's just there's the ending is that I wish everyone kind of knows that the ending's going to happen the way it does, but he finally gets credit on all future things, but I felt like that was just still a disappointment in what could have been done, what this company could have done, and how they could have elevated this. In my mind, major mistake.
Yeah, if the company wanted to, they could have corrected this problem a long time ago,
but they didn't want to.
It took one guy who was not related to them in any way, shape, or form.
You want to talk about some hyperfixation? Yeah. That man had the longest running ADD hyperfixation I have ever seen in my entire life.
Do what he did, Bill Finger's granddaughter would never.
She would have not known so much.
She would have known. No, but she would not have had the.
She would have not. He taught her things about her own family that she didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Wonderfully, and the guy's so passionate that you kind of get pulled into his own. You get pulled into his passion of the creator of Batman.
Yeah,
which is really interesting because you're like, oh my God, I am so on this road with you.
Which is why I felt like if you're not a comic book fan or a Batman fan or anything, his passion, you're 100% right. It pulls you in.
It is
you don't need to be a comic book
yes.
person to be pulled into the sense of just like, this is wrong and we need to correct this
and,
kind of situation.
You know, they made it in the documentary, they made a really good point. You know, the fact that he, who is a fan of Batman and the concept of Batman, the concept of creating justice from a normal person, because Batman is not a superhero. He does in the sense that he has a superpower. He is a normal person who uses things to create his
money makes him super.
No. He doesn't have a superpower. Like, he doesn't have some sort of external thing creating him to be better than the rest. It's beyond money. Like
$1 billion.
Anywho. $1 billion can only buy so much. And so he uses technology as his form of superpower. And so the concept of that is quite lifting to your normal person, your everyday person. Well, if a normal person can be Batman and can create justice out of this, then a normal person can find the person who created Batman. A normal person can create this scenario. And you really see this young man with a family and his life. This is his life passion.
Yeah,
this is his life passion. Yeah. That feels selfless. That's a very rare thing to come across. Yeah. And that's
probably why this was such a good doc, because it was very selfless.
It felt very selfless. There was so much of this guy's life dedicated to this. So much of it. This did not happen in a year. Yeah. And, you know, it felt like a selfless act. It felt like an act for the community. Yeah. It felt like an act for Bill Finger's family. And this guy just did it out of this passion that he had.
He stayed committed.
And his wife being fully supportive. His kids growing up, literally, like him talking to his own children about this. His kids growing up knowing about this. And then when they see that Bill Finger is getting credit, his kids cry. Yeah. His kids see the success in that, and
because they knew that Daddy has been trying to do this even before I was born or when I was really young or whatever.
And it was amazing to watch. It really was.
I love the situation where and to this day, like even if you know the ending, like if you watch the new the Batman movie on Max and everything, you will see, like, if you like compare it to, like, go watch the old 1989 Batman movie with Michael Keaton. You will see Batman created by Bob Kane. Now remember that, then go and watch the Batman with Robert Pattinson. It'll say Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. That is now between those two movies. Then when you watch this documentary, you'll know why Bill Finger's granddaughter. I think I missed an opportunity to interview her. I'm gonna try to rectify that. I'm gonna try to reach out to her again. Okay. Because she loves, from what I remember, she loves trying to do everything she can to keep this alive and keep this going. So I'm gonna try to reach out to her. But guys, go check out Batman and Bill. If you have Hulu, go check it out. It's a great documentary.
It really is.
Go check it out. It's worth the price. Let's do a quick rundown before we go. We don't have any. We're not gonna.
I know Cheetah's over here like taunting us.
We're not gonna be able to do a We Got Your Mail because obviously we have no super chats, but I'm still displaying in the regular chat. If you guys are in the live chat. But for a quick rundown, so recently Elmo from Sesame Street, this is a weird segue. Elmo sends a tweet out, and his only question was, he was checking in, and he was like, I'm seeing how everybody's doing. And everyone on the internet decided to trauma dump on Elmo. So when he asked the question, "How's everyone doing?" You know, is that a good?
No, but you were trying, so I'll give you the try.
You don't give me my flowers. I thought that was a great Elmo. Elmo wants to know how everyone's doing. Kids, I own every fucking thing. Give me money. So the question was, Elmo is just checking in. How's everyone doing? All right, let's go.
Every morning, I cannot wait to go back to sleep. Every Monday, I cannot wait for Friday to come. Every single day and every single week for life.
That came in from
Contrarian.
Yeah. That's what people were sending to Elmo.
Yeah.
This is a fucking Muppet, guys.
Elmo.
Yeah, that one's like Elmo reading replies and oh my god. hey. Oh
god, yeah. Oh yeah, Cheeto's doing too much.
Yeah, Cheeto almost took out Cheeto.
Oh, he sees that tape.
Yes.
He's trying to
Cheeto be trying to take the camera out.
He's like, I'm up now. It's time to play.
Too much? I just tried to knock him from the table.
Dang.
Right.
See, Elmo's face works right now too.
Another one from Becky. Becky says, we started it by trauma dumping so hard on Elmo that officially Sesame Street's account had to tweet out mental health resources. Yes. Any more trauma dumping? Let's see. I don't know if that's I don't like those. Let's see. I don't get those. No movie. These.
Hey, well, some people are crazy.
No. These are the responses.
People be crazy.
Some of these don't have anything to, but people pretty much trauma dumped on Elmo. Yeah. Now I guess the recent ones are getting kind of weird.
Yeah.
But basically.
Dang! That one was unnerving for us all.
What was that? With this one?
No.
What?
I don't know where. Keep going up. Yeah, but you go too fast and then you stop. You go down. Keep going.
Here's what you would look like if you were black. What the fuck?
I don't know what is wrong. That one.
The modern Mona Lisa. What?
See, you're just now, I guess, seeing it. We saw it. None of these feel like they're for Elmo.
If you watch 16,000,
these are newer ones. You have to go back.
Yeah, you got to go back to the. If you go back to the original, let me see if I can.
Can you see the comments underneath the contrarian one? Like exit out of that. Go to the contrarian, hit the bubble. No.
Wait.
Go to the contrarian one and hit the bubble where it says 118. Wow, I don't know what you bookmarked.
You say hit the contrarian.
No, that person right there.
Where the contrarian is, and it says the little bubble with 118, and then it should be all the replies underneath him.
How do you feel on Thursday nights? How do you feel when you get tired? Do you wish to go back to sleep on Friday mornings?
Oh, because of his comment.
People just responding to his comment.
Because of his comment. I was trying to see if there's anything more about like the Elmo stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have forgotten God. We have to accept Jesus. Anywho,
people decided to trauma dump on Elmo and to make him like question whether or not he's doing anything of importance at Sesame Street. Yeah, you thought Oscar was a fucking grouch. That's funny.
Actually, I think we're just all Oscar at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like leave us alone in our trash can.
2 80-year-olds running against each other for president. Not again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So here are some of there are ones that people.
What do they got?
I am depressed and broke. I saw that one.
Elmo, each day the abyss we stare into grows a unique horror, one that was previously unfathomable in nature. Our inevitable doom, which once accelerated in years or months, now accelerates in hours, even minutes. However, I did have a good grapefruit earlier. Thank you for that.
I did have a good grapefruit. What the?
It's like the worst fruit.
I hate grapefruit.
Fruits.
I do not like grapefruit. Everybody in my family loves grapefruit, but I don't like it.
I don't like the fruit, but I'll drink grapefruit flavor.
I've got a level with you, baby. We are fighting for our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more from where? Yeah. Any more from there?
Elmo, I'm gonna be real. I am at my fucking limit.
Yeah. That's me. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. But
someone else said, Elmo, sorry, but I think this is above Elmo's pay grade.
So, you have to get paid enough to do this.
So Joy, if you were going to write something to Elmo, what would you write? What would you say? If Elmo said, how are you doing? What would you say? I mean, honestly.
What day of the week it is.
Is it Friday? The therapist was like, hey, maybe you should write in a journal. I was like, I don't enjoy that. I have zero desire to do that. And then I started a TikTok. And that was my literally why I started TikTok was because I was doing my grief journey and was video documenting it because I genuinely hated writing in a journal. I don't enjoy it. It is not something that I thrive in. I'm good at. I don't have the ability. I barely can make grammatically correct sentences, let alone
bullshit. Okay, so the reason why this came up is because I said I'm going to be doing more things on the website for the blog.
Constantly keeps trying to make me.
So when we do reviews or if we talk about any topics or anything, I'm going to put a blurb out there on the blog.
He wants me to blog.
He's
I'm not a blogger.
But yet she will write a whole paragraph on a text. That is technically microblog.
First of all, my opinions of whatever is happening in my life is not a blog. You want me to have articulate opinions
and yet there are opinion piece blogs out there.
That's great for them.
It's the same thing.
But you don't want that. You want
that.
No, you want me to have opinions on things you want me to look at and then be concise, creative, and comedic about those things. And I can't do that.
I want the real. No. You
did not.
You
like
assume that's what I want.
That's what I'm going to write.
I've never told anybody that writes with me or works with me that they should write what I want. I tell them to write what...
No, you never tell me to write what you want. You want me to write about things that you want me to go and see or do. Like, for example, say you somehow got me tickets to a...
Even if it was a couple of sentences...
I'm just going to tell you that that's the part that is not going to be as good as you think it is because I am not skilled in that. I didn't ask for good. Good is subjective. Good is subjective because you could write something out that you think was the greatest thing, and I could think it's trash. Or you could write something or say something that I think that is. Well, we discovered most people don't like my opinions, anyways.
It doesn't fuck those guys. I just want
my hair color prevents me from having good opinions. Obviously.
Yeah, wait, don't you own your own business?
Not with this hair.
The fuck is we doing with this world? We got a blue-haired blonde. Goddamn!
It's not even a person; it's a thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know why you keep pushing for this. It's not helping you.
Pisses me off.
Peter says he'll write his blog for you.
There you go.
I mean, he'll write your blog.
If you want to be a contributor, hit me up, man. I'm looking for contributors to the website.
He has a lot of experience.
I suck at writing, y'all, and I'm dyslexic. Okay, we're gonna call it what it is. It is difficult for me. Difficult for me. This is why I do the video thing. It's easier for me to talk about it.
She does the video thing because she knows I will not subtitles, what do they call it? The captions, I'll translate it into a blog and she knows I'll do the work for her. But she's technically with the long ass text telling me how dumb I am or
First
whatever
of all,
he is, if you don't mind, behind us on us. No, we passed by the we got your mail.
We got stuck on Elmo.
Yeah, we got But guys, we'll see you again next Thursday when we talk about the next trending topics. Tomorrow we're going to be doing our horror topics. It's going to be me, Joy, and Tyler Cossey here in studio. Let us know what you guys think about any of the topics that we talked about. I will have to do a full deep dive into the sickness that is Vince McMahon, allegedly. Well, we know he did that shit.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, thank you. Keeping me out of legal trouble. See, I got lawyers watching lawyers.
Yeah.
But guys, follow us and subscribe. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Help us out. This really does help us. We haven't done a 2-hour show in a long time. Shit.
We knew going in.
Yeah, like I told Joy last night. Before we started, this is gonna last for 2 hours, right?
Oh my God, are we ending on that? She's like, no, I'm done. She's like, I'm done. Stop. I'm not a part of that conversation. Oh God, he's just now silently going back and forth, and I'm weirded out on so many levels. Oh God, no, the eyebrows came. I thought he was wearing his glasses. It wouldn't happen. Damn it.
No, he'll make it work.
I know, right? All right.
If you guys want to follow me online and see all my sexual escapades, follow me. Like way off. Or
It's okay. I'm Joy.
Everything
today.
is frozen now. I can't even fix it.
I'm
right
Joy.
Now.
It's all good.
And enjoy. I'm sorry. Voila Fagan. If people want to find you online, that's her fancy name.
Voila.
If people want to find you online, Miss Voila Fagan. Where can they do so?
My TikTok is by
Slow down, baby. Slow down.
And my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, we have headphones on. I don't like it. Oh my God, no, absolutely not. Make it stop. I'm about to take them off. Oh. Nope, take it away.
You're not gonna take this from me.
I'm taking it away from you. No, sir, stop it. Nobody wants to hear his weird, creepy, deep whisper.
Baby.
Stop.
Until next time.
Oh God.
Let's keep talking.
Why are you trying to be like Vince?
Oh, damn it. Till next time, guys. Let's keep talking. Peace out. Way to kill it.
Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. If you would like to watch more from us from T3 Media Studio, click here or here. Thanks for watching. Stop being NC-17.